He's a mess. He's a coach. He's the Hot Mess Life Coach. What's up, you guys? It's your Hot Mess Life Coach here, Kevin, coming at you from outside today. It's finally nice after like 2 weeks of just fucking raining down here in Texas. So I wanted to do my video outside today. Get some sunshine in, you know. Get that good shit. Anyway. What I wanted to talk about today was friendship advice, specifically for toxic friends. There's going to be like a two-part video. This one, I'm just going to be talking about like, you know, how to handle it and like what may cause it, and you know, dealing with toxicity from friends. And then next week, I'm just going to be moving on from that kind of shit, you know. Cutting them bitches out of your life. You don't need that. Oop. Anyway, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Just bear with me. I tried to do an outline here for today's video. It's very brief. Yeah, so how to deal with toxicity. Sorry, I forgot where I left off there for a second. Ignore the background noise, it's just doggos playing. But what I wanted to talk about was toxicity, friendships, how to handle what may cause it, and you know, dealing with that kind of stress. So let's just get down into it. Everybody has friends, you know. If you don't have friends, then you're kind of missing out, but I don't know, really. JK, I love my friends, they're awesome. But the reason I'm doing this video is because my one friend from back home had requested that I talk about friendship advice, because she's going through some stuff with her one friend, and she wanted me to talk about that on my video. Not specifically her, but like general stuff. And this is non-professional advice, this is all just general stuff, you know, options, suggestions, on how to handle those kind of stuff. So let me talk about how to handle it, or more specifically, what may cause toxic friends. So what causes toxic friends could be numerous things, you know. Could just be jealousy that, you know, you have other friends that you hang out with more, or you know, support more, and they love you more, and it's just, you know, a whole lot more stuff that's going on, and they want to be a part of it, but you know, they the way they're approaching it is just very toxic. So one way you could handle that is just maybe talking to them, reaching out to them, see what's happening, you know, try to bridge that gap, maybe include them in more group gatherings, you know, maybe talk to your other friends, and see like, hey, you know, I'm gonna invite this person, you know, hopefully everybody can get along and have a good time. Some other stuff, maybe just there's a lot of stuff happening in their life, and you know, they don't know how to deal with it, so they're bringing it out on other people, you know, their friendships, pushing you away, you know, bringing in that negativity. So that's something that could cause toxicity in friendships. Another thing is just, you know, maybe that's just who they are. You know, they're just a toxic person. You know, obviously not everybody is just toxic just because, and there's always some kind of reason, but you know, they have to be willing to realize that, and they want to change, and have to want to change. But yeah, you know, there's just numerous things that could cause toxicity in friendships, and those are just some of the barriers that, you know, I had talked about, and ways to handle that. Those things are, you know, like I was saying earlier, maybe reaching out to them, seeing what's happening, you know, maybe include them in more stuff, that might close the negativity, and, you know, talk to your other friends and see, like, hey, you know, let's, you know, invite this person to come hang out, you know, join us. You know, other ways to handle it would be specifically like if they're you know, just going through stuff and they don't know how to handle it, you know, maybe talk to them, see what you might be able to do to help them out, you know, maybe see what's going on in their life, you know, just being there for them. Sometimes that's all they need. It's just maybe somebody to talk to, you know, and they feel like maybe they can't do that with you. Maybe something that you're doing is making them jealous, you know, and they turning to be that bitchy person, you know, bringing in that negative vibes too. So there's always that. Another way is just like dealing with the stress of having toxic friends. You know, there's numerous ways to deal with stress, and maybe for this one, you know, you could, I don't know, maybe like write them a letter, but never like actually give it to them. You know, do it for yourself. Just be like, hey, you know, this is how I'm feeling. I mean, you could actually like present them the letter and see what they say, but you know, it's just something you could deal with. But you know, there's numerous ways that you can handle toxicity stuff. Obviously, you could just cut them out for that kind of person. Like, yo, I don't want to deal with this shit. You know, I'm too old. I don't want to deal with it. Just cut them right out of your life, you know. Bye-bye. You don't need that shit, you know. Obviously, you can mention something to them, or you can just straight up, there's the back door, get your ass out kind of thing, you know. I mean, if I had like more, if I had like specific stuff, I could talk about more, but you know, these are just general things that could happen, barriers and stuff. But yeah, you know, let's end this for right now. I want to know what you guys think. You know, tell me if there's anything you want to hear me talk about, or if there's any kind of like advice you want. Anything, honestly, anything. Just, you know, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what's happening. And we can go from there. Tune in for next week for part 2 of this video. I'm going to be talking about moving on from these bitches. You know, you don't need that toxicity in your life, so tune in for that. It'll be more detailed information and stuff, because that's more of like an obstacle and goal to achieve, you know what I mean? Just moving on, finding ways on how to move on, so I'll be doing that. So you know, this is your Hot Mess Life Coach, Kevin. Peace out. Love you guys. Stay tuned for next week. Mwah.